over here. At least they were over here. Yeah, see, they're hanging out. What are you guys doing in the corner? Hey, this is a family show. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode on the STBN server. And yeah, looks like I've got an uninvited guest over here. And also, my sheep are swimming. I didn't hit the button. I swear I didn't. This is the weirdest thing. I have logged on a couple of times now, and I come up here. This is the first time I've seen a creeper up here. I don't know how he spawned in. There is nowhere in here, in that little strip of wood, there is nowhere in there that is under 10 light level. I have no clue how he got in there. But these guys, this is driving me nuts. I'm in here, I log in, and water is flowing. Alright, let's turn that off. Make sure, okay. Let those guys... I have no idea how long they've been swimming for. And I was just wandering around, and the light blue here, there was actually a piece of wool right there, and a couple of lamb chops floating in midair. Yet, all three of them are still there. It's the weirdest thing. And you want to know what else is weird? Check this out. Look. Did you see that green wool? Look, green wool, lime wool. And a blue sheep. I have no clue where these things are coming from. There's no sheep loose. I have all of the sheep up there. They're still all the same number that I logged out with. I have no clue what is going on. It's the weirdest. I don't know. I don't know if there's still like if there's some kind of animal glitch. What are you doing in there? Oh my god. I got sheep running amok in my base. I got a freaking hole in the ceiling. Which I guess is kind of a segue here into what we're going to do this episode. I went through and I added a little bit here in the front of this guy just to kind of match it around the side. And I also, if you notice just a moment ago, I did the same thing over here because it was kind of bugging me that that these things needed just a little trimming out. And while I was doing that, I realized, you know what? There's some things that I've just been putting off for a while. And I mean, I built this whole big storage system, and I finally just got off my lazy derriere there, and I emptied out all of these chests, and I went and put everything over here. And I'm not going to do like a one chest for every single I just don't have that kind of room. So basically it's like all food items I'll put in here. Well, so I got my steak and whatnot over there. Let's see, like the stone, I got like all the stone bricks and now you can open doors too. Scared the crap out of me. Oh, I thought it was a creeper again. Just like I had a few episodes ago when a creeper... Oh, flashbacks. Anyway, so... yeah, derailed train of thought. Okay, back on track. Like I said, all the redstone items are all in here and, that kind of thing. I basically categorized the stuff, and I've got a couple of blank ones up here. But all of these are the organized ones, the filtered ones rather. So, and I was thinking about this column. This is the one that I had was like the overflow, but the overflow typically is just like maybe one or two chests. So that means like these four, I could probably redo the hoppers so they just point straight down and just go to these two for garbage chests. And the one thing I did, I received a suggestion from... Stop it! Okay, I received a suggestion from... Okay, just checking. From a buddy of mine, Soap the Great, and he suggested just taking a piece of zombie flesh and just slapping it on there, and just kind of meaning like junk drawer. Yeah, zombie flesh, what do you use it for? It's nothing, it's junk, you know. So, okay, so hey, you know what? And it kind of fits better than having that sign just sticking out there. So that's what I'm going to do. I figure what I'll do is I'll just make these two junk drawers. And do I have... Where's my wood? Do I have another item frame? No, I do not. But I can make one real quick. So what I'm going to do, we'll just do this live and on camera. See if I can do it easy enough here. Alright, do that. We use the leather surrounded by sticks. Item frame. Voila. Oh, hey. Cool. Didn't realize that was in there. And then we'll do that right here. We'll make these two. Oops, no. Hold the shift button. And then, so we'll make these two junk drawers basically, and then I'll redo those hoppers later. I'll do it off camera. You don't need to worry about that right now. But we did have some wool. Where did my wool go? I know. Could have sworn I had. Oh, that's right. I was just keeping the wool up in the chests up there. So, and then food items. Like I said, we'll put that guy right there. I don't know where those came from. And then where is my coal? I'm still getting used to everything that I had organized. I set everything up. So yeah, and I'm gonna have to fortune that up here sooner or later. But okay, so now what we've got going on here, we've still got one more farm to do over here. But I realized, you know, I want to do some, maybe some, not necessarily expansion, but, you know, maybe some beautification, if you will. It's still like this floor here. Well, I was thinking, now that we don't need any of these chests here, what if we open this floor up to make it the same level as this guy, which is quite advantageous and completely, I didn't plan it, but down underneath here where we had all that redstone, well, that is actually at the same level as this. So we could actually push this guy right here, push it right on back, and meet up with this underground here. And this row right here, this is where the ice, the little ice and water flow comes through right here. So as long as, and then this farm over here, we can make it meet up over here. So as long as we keep things on that side of this row here, if you will, these blocks, we'll be good to go, and we can hook up all that stuff. So we can do something with this way to make this hallway seem a little more, give it a little more oomph. We can open this floor out here. I was thinking maybe we can open this up and run it around the backside. Basically, what I'm getting at is that I don't want this thing to be, even though it's underground, I don't want it to be all like enclosed and just a bunch of rooms. I want it to actually kind of feel open, and that you have the ability to get anywhere from anywhere. And another thing, that when I started putting these in, I realized, you know what, I don't have anything that really, other than this that I put in way back at the beginning, I really didn't have anything that lent itself to support structures, that gave this thing some physicality, some kind of reality. So I figure I might start working on that too. So basically, what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of take a break from the farms, and we'll just work on the base itself. And one of the first things I wanted to do was given a little bit of a. Now, where did he come from? Where'd the blue one go? It was a blue one before, wasn't it? You guys hiding down? You know, you guys are... See, and there's the green one. You guys are really weird, wigging me out. Anyway, what I wanted to do, I had a subscriber buddy of mine with Go Sabotage was asking after the last video. He was asking about this thing. He was like, "Hey, how does this thing work? And is it complicated? Can you know?" He'd like to have one. And I was telling him how it really isn't that complicated to build that, but I realized that, you know, maybe something, you know, I play around with it, so I might almost killed my sheep. So it might seem a little simple to me, but that's because I had the benefit of building it. I'm the one that made it, so it's a little simple. What I would say simple. But I'm going to show you what we got here, and where's my there. So basically, all I have here is this is a furnace right here with a pressure plate on it. There's a sticky piston and a slime block right there, and all it is just when this pressure plate, when you step on it, I just have a little gap under there with some redstone that goes over to the piston, and it causes. That signal just causes the piston to go up, which is basically this. You see right here is the furnace. There's a pressure plate. Well, I'll show you. There's a pressure plate on that furnace, and again, same thing, just like down below. So we go back down to the bottom. There's a block right here, and this has I guess you can't really see it. Has redstone right there. So when you step on that pressure plate, this block gets powered, which also sends a signal to that redstone. This redstone powers this piston, which is sticky piston, and which causes it to go up, and then that slime block, boom, bounces you up. So as soon as you step on the pressure plate, this thing goes up. I mean, like within one redstone tick, and it just boom, there you go. And all it is doing right now, and these sheep annoying me, but basically all it is you hit this one, bounces you up, and all I'm doing is holding forward. I'm holding the arrow button, holding forward to walk, so that way when I hit this one, launches me up, I come forward, I land on this slime block, bounce once or twice, you see, and then I hit this pressure plate, which bounces me again up to here, and then I just walk off. It's pretty straightforward. And where I got the idea for this from Biffa off of Hermitcraft. His is a bit different, but it's the same principle. Just have you hit a pressure plate, it bounces you up, and then you land on the next one. But his is set so that you like land on the pressure plate and then bounces you the next one and the next one, and you're just constantly bouncing. And I went with a little simpler design because that's all I needed here. So that's pretty much the ins and outs of this guy. I mean, like I said, it is pretty straightforward as far as how it works and what it does. But by all means, if you like it, go ahead, use it on your server. I find it a handy way to get from one floor up to the bottom floor up to there. Works great for me and for my needs. So. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I think I'm going to open this floor up. I'm going to start taking these chests here out. We don't need them anymore. And also, I'm going to end up dropping. Come on, mouse. I'm going to end up dropping. What is going on with my mouse? I'm going to end up dropping that portal down to this main floor so that you get a little bit more of that. And I don't want to move that out of the way because there's water right there, and I don't want that water going everywhere just yet. I need to move that water source. But like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up. I'm going to push it back into this room here, probably drop the portal down, maybe move it over a couple somewhere in here, a little bit more toward the middle. That should not affect the nether tunnel, but that way you walk in here and you're down a little lower, and you kind of look up and you're like, wow, what a lobby, you know, that kind of thing. And I said I never really meant for this to be like enclosed like a closet, but I said I also want to push it out that way, and we may end up looking at another way, using a way to get back around to the other side, and like I said, open that all up. So we're going to go ahead and get started on that, and I'll be back in a little bit. All right, and yeah, done quite a bit of work. I just, you know, it's like I know I've mentioned it before, but sometimes you just get going, and before you know it, you've got a whole bunch of stuff done, and it's a huge jump cut. But so let me show you what I've gone ahead and done as far as our I keep wanting to call it expansion, but it's really not. We're kind of improving the inside of the base. So down this way, which like I said is the hallway in front of our farms, I've got them put a little stairwell in here to take us into where I had the little smelter. Blew this wall out, moved the portal from right here into the middle of the room, made it a little bit bigger. It's now centered right here, so that you know, you can. It's now kind of like the focal point of the room down here. Also, I made this little wood, you know, not like gantry or anything like that, but it's just a wood walking surface. It allows you to get to the four, you know, directions of the room. Underneath, I moved my bedroom, as it were, over to here, and I'm thinking in this square right here, I am going to replace this central piece right here. This is going to be an elevator going straight down to the branch mine in the same fashion as we have over at the Guardian farm. Not the garden, but the Guardian farm. I've got the drop chute down in the middle, and then you've got the railroad track. The power track goes around the outside, comes up, and the mine cart's automatically collected. You know, that kind of thing. Just like I did over at the Guardian farm. I'm going to put that in there, which will let me take this ladder here out, and this little fall chute, which is now covered up anyway by the support beam here. So then I'm going to have to figure out how to get topside, because this is my only way in and out, that ladder right there. Well, I haven't figured that one out yet. But as far as going down to the branch mine, at least, I want to get rid of this, and I'm going to make something a little more permanent. Okay, but now also on this area here, you see we opened it up. I made a nice little grass floor in here. I think it just looks a little better. Bring some of the outside in, kind of a deal. I'm not sure if I want to bone meal it up and make this more. I think I like just the green carpet. I think I like that. Not sure yet what to do with the walls. I don't know if you have any suggestions, any ideas between now and the next time I get to some inspiration. You know, actually, just let me know. Let me know what you think. I'm always open to suggestions. I put doors on either side of this stairwell here, which lets us get in under the pumpkin and melon farm here. And I believe a couple of the sheep have found their way over here. At least they were over here. Yeah, see, they're hanging out. What are you guys doing in the corner? Hey, there's a family show. Anyway, we've been working so long down here that, yeah, look at this. I've got basically a full chest of melons, a full chest of pumpkins in that one. That hopper is full. This one is full chest of pumpkins and almost about a half chest of melons here. So I got plenty of melons between those two. And this one's filling up with pumpkins. I got some ink sacks and the melons that the actual sliced melons. Yeah, they're both called melons. Huh, interesting. 360 and 103. Anyway, so yeah, and then we've got the. Yep, no, I'm hitting the redstone there. But we've got, yeah, that one's clear, and this one's got pumpkins down here as well. So I need to get on to this collection system, because these guys are getting full up pretty quick here. So that's, oh, there goes another batch. You can see there goes another batch right there, all getting collected. Yeah, so that's going, that's actually, that thing is working really good. Also, back here, I just want to show you what I've done on this side is, let's pop top here. I've started opening this up. Let me just make sure there's no, that creeper from way earlier has got me kind of freaked now. Every time I walk up here, I want I double check, make sure nobody's walking around up here gonna sneak up on my backside. But so I popped this open, and I've made a walkway back here to get around to the backside, and I've connected it to the backside of the farm here, so that way I can get down or I can get up, and then I can go up there. I'm thinking I might make another one of those like the Guardian farm, like I was going to say down there. I might make another elevator over here, but I've got this stairway right here, and it's not too big a deal to get up and down through that, and then right back down here, and I can go underneath and get back out to the front hallway. And this, of course, here is the the abandoned mine shaft down here that I still have to do something with that thing. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it. But yeah, so I've kind of, like I said, I've opened this thing up pretty good, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with this part of the floor here, but under here is where the ice and water flows are going to be to collect. These are all going to be cactus over here as soon as I get this farm built. We've got the cocoa beans all from this OP farm, and I've got my wheat, carrot, potatoes over here, the melons and pumpkins there. All of this stuff is going to converge under here. And then we're going to have the sorting and collecting and system right here, where you can just walk up and get hit something and get whatever it is that you need. But I need to get working on that as well as this farm. But I was just getting tired of looking at this same old thing day in, day out. It was getting kind of boring, and I know, hey, just video after video of just doing farms. I mean, that's probably not much fun either. So we wanted to stretch the creative muscles a little bit. I think we've done pretty good work. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off some things like the ceilings, and I gotta dig this out. And I don't want to go through the portal. But while I was down here, and while I was doing this, and I'm sitting there thinking about the bone meal, and will that produce flowers, and I realized, you know what? I had an idea that struck me, and I have it way up there. I have a little bit of dye for some of the things that I'm doing, but I've collected all 4 of the double flowers, and I'm thinking, hey, you know what? Once again, we have a lot of stuff in Spawn. We do. We have a lot of shops in Spawn. But sometimes you just want, like my wool, the sheep farm up here, sometimes you just want to have something local. So I was thinking, what about a little flower farm, just for those double ones? Because there's a device I've built on my creative world where I can hit a button and it just spams the flowers with bone meal, and I get a whole bunch of flowers, and then I can turn those into dye. So basically I'm farming my flowers for dye. And I'm thinking this area up here, this overhang, and this is just about the size I could build it in. And I'm thinking, what if I came off of here and maybe down into a little overhang, and I can have my farm in here, and that'll give us something on this wall up here, kind of to complete this whole look right here, this whole thing. How we've got stuff on that wall and that wall and this wall, but we really don't have much going on over here except for down here at the floor, which is the smelter. So I'm thinking, yeah, we might tackle that next time. So. So we're doing pretty good. We've got a lot of stuff going on here. Like I said, this episode was pretty much just a kind of flesh some things out, beautify the base a little bit, that kind of deal. All right. So hey, why don't you? I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Why don't you stick around for the next one? We'll get back on to some more builds. That the flower farm is going to be some pretty good redstone. So that'll be interesting, because I like to put a little twist on some of my some of the redstone farms, especially when it comes to bone meal. I like to have indicator lights. But all right, so again, if you like it, hit the like button. If you are interested enough and you want to know when new videos come out, hit that subscribe button. But otherwise, I appreciate you hanging out with me. Any questions, comments, anything like that, leave it down in the comment section, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye. Oh, camera just bumped a wall. Later.